Greetings everybody, this is Coda from OldGoatGaming with a quick update on our base. If you remember the other two streams, we were doing hordes at our cage base. The first version of that had just these bars and a couple or 3 or 4 rows of barbed wire. And then when I was doing repairs, I accidentally upgraded these bars with cement. Didn't know that you could do that. That must have been a change in Alpha 20, or maybe I just didn't notice it from before. But either way, that doubled it from 2,500 health to 5,000. And I was initially going to put extra row of bars in here because if you remember from the first horde, they broke in relatively quickly here. Because I had something set up like this. Had a hole here, and the whole purpose of the hole was so you could throw Molotovs through it. But we ended up shooting them from up here anyways. We ended up jumping up here and throwing the Molotovs from down here. So that became kind of like a useless hole here. So we filled, I'm filling that one in here. I'll have to fill these two in as well. And then in our second horde, we added, again, we upgraded these to cement, but you see these, I had these rows of cement blocks out there. And the whole point of that was is to cause them to kind of like weave through and then get in here, but that didn't really oh, I keep landing on my own barbed wire there. They would just weave in and out relatively quick here. So then I threw in the barbed wire here, and that slows them down. But I'm thinking about maybe just removing that and just making them a solid line of bars here, or bricks. That causes them to kind of like pause, jump over it, and then go on. Kind of like this one here. This was my original one here. I had this here, and that forced them to stop, jump up, and then try to jump over. And that, right as they were jumping up, we were able to pick them off. I was hoping this was going to have a similar effect of causing them to slow down because they would have to turn, but they weave in and out relatively quick. So that didn't really help. So by putting the barbed wire, that took care of that. So we're working on cage 3 version, so to speak. I still need to do all the repairs. Oh, and as I was going to show up here, we're fixing this up because at this side, those exploding guys, which this kind of cage, we did this like in Alpha 16, was fine. It could hold even the spitters back and everything else, but with Alpha 19, with the exploding guys, they just like decimate your blocks. So as you can see here, I kind of fill this in at the moment. This was a big hole here as they were trying to get through here, and it's blowing up. You gotta try to pick those guys off right away. Luckily for us, then the horde changed direction. They started coming from the opposite direction, and we were able to focus fire on that side, and they didn't break in. So if you take a look back at the last 2 streams, the first stream you can see they did break in. So then we add the enhancements, added the electrical wires here. That allowed them not to get. They got close. Some of them got down here, but they never got into breaking the bars. So our next version 3 here, is we are building a trench across this whole thing. As you can see, and make it, like an outer layer of protection there. And then the idea is, like where this is centered here, is make just a single pass through that would force the horde to come through that, and then we could focus our fire there, put traps, darts, maybe blade traps, and just focus them coming in from one area instead of from all over the place. Not only that, every horde trying to repair all these every time, you end up spending 2 days just doing repair work and not going out and exploring and scavenging. So the idea here is that by forcing them in through a small corridor and putting out blade traps and dart traps and whatever you have is to, you know, kill them out here before they get in here, and also incur less damage, so that, you know, you're only spending maybe a few game hours, in-game hours, fixing things instead of wasting a couple days of repairing things. So that's hopefully this is day 68. We got 2 more days until 70th horde. If this is not ready here, we'll probably do that horde at a random POI. But let's go take a look at hello. Let's go take a look at our regular base. So this is that's our horde base. And great squad. So this is our main base. As you can see, we have various different vehicles here. Pickup truck, Humvee, a couple Black Hawk helicopters, another little helicopter or semi. These are all from the Bdubyah mod. That's in the description below. You can look at that. You can put that in. Really easy to install. You just put that in your mods folder, and then you have these nice vehicles. This weapon I'm also having is the Mag crossbow. That's from another mod. Again, Skiffen's server-side weapons mods. Again, that's in the description, and that you just have to put on your server. You don't have to. No one has to put those on. The Bdubyah vehicle mod, you have to put that on your server, and then any clients, anybody playing on your server has to put that on their server as well. Where the server-side ones, you don't have to worry about that. Here, this is used to be the fats food, but Overhill is turning this into a garage. He gutted this all out, and we have a garage door here. Let's close that. This is his Marauder truck. It's a monster truck. It goes over the mountains really good. That's some B-dubs again. Better than the default truck that comes with it, which gets stuck a lot. That thing just cruises fast. So here they made a ramp here. You can drive up here and then park more vehicles up here. And you decorating this out right here, putting like a nice bar around so you don't drive off. But gonna put a little ramp here so that we can just drive off here. And then you don't have to worry about backing all the way out. And then this is our main base. Take a look down here. It's not a horde base in the least. There's no way this would survive a horde. We have these spikes out here. We have some auto turrets, shotgun turrets, and auto turrets. The main thing about that is this is just minimum defense to keep away screamers and random hordes. Nothing major. So we don't do our hordes at here. We do them at the cage, or we do a random POI. If you look across the street there at the hotels, that wasn't done by us. That was done by hordes. We were doing. If you look at our previous streams, you can see that we did hordes on top of these buildings, and the hordes just right now just eat through these buildings. At the game stage we are right now, practically everything's green zombies, radiated zombies, and they just eat these buildings. So they're not very safe anymore to do at this point. This is our farm area. We have we do the super corn, and up on the top here when I get up here, we do the cotton. This is our basically our duct tape production. Then after the super corn, once you get that, you don't have to worry about bones anymore, and you can really get since duct tape is needed for everything. We kind of want to have our own production, so we start cotton here and the super corn down here, and then some other food. I'll probably end up moving the super corn all the way on top. Let's keep this for regular food production. On the inside here, we gotta kind of redo this here. We just started moving this stuff over here. Oh, and this is my, you didn't see this guy before, this is my robotic drone. Found him in the wasteland. So he follows me around with stuff in him. We were in the wasteland the other day. That's a pretty good place for loot. Very, very dangerous. Again, if you look at the other stream, you can see that we basically got chased out of there at nighttime because there's just so many strong zombies in there that you can sit there and fight, but you just burn through all your ammo. That's my wall of mushrooms. I'm going to move those. We have these cooking here. As you can see, you need multiple chem stations going because it takes so long, in-game hours. Like this is going to be, this is over 2.5 hours just to make glue. So you need multiple chem labs going so that we can keep making things. And that's our box of stuff there. Generator. Oh, it's out of fuel. No wonder it's not shooting. I don't have any fuel. Take care of that. No wonder those guns weren't shooting before. There was a swimmer out here and she ended up running into spikes, but I was like, why didn't those things shoot at it? That's why. You have to have that loaded. And if we go up here, I made this causeway. This is a new addition. This goes all the way across here. There used to be a water tower here. We took this down and we put 6 furnaces over here. And the reason for that is I'd rather have the screamers come over here because they're kind of freaky looking, and they jump out of nowhere to give you a jump scare. So here, they're over here. I don't have to worry about them. They end up killing themselves by walking on the spikes I got down there. And if they do happen to summon something, all that stuff's over here, and there's nothing near our product base. This is like our base for making stuff. Not very good for anything else. And then we have a drawbridge. Of course, put that on here so that if horde does come here, a roaming horde, you just pull that up so that they can't get in here. And there's our, that about does it. Here we have, again, we have these, I can show you, we got some better weapons here. We got some level 6 auto shotgun. Oh, and this MAG, this is from Snufkin's server-side weapons. This is the best, to me, the best weapon. Because it's silent and it has 10 rounds in it and it shoots really quick. Here, I'll give you an example. And you can get most of your crossbows back, whereas regular guns, you don't. You burn through your brass, and that's the limiting factor of ammo in this, is that if I show you our ammo components, we have a ton of lead and not that much brass. And over here we got a ton of gunpowder. You see all that in the got a ton of, look at this gunpowder. Ton of gunpowder. I mean, granted, you have to go mine the nitrate and coal, and you can mine the lead, but you can't mine brass. You have to try to like scavenge that from buildings and stuff like that. So that's a very limiting factor. So I've been using up our arrows with the feathers, because you gotta get those from all the birds. You kill tons of birds, so you get tons. You get a ton of that. But then also shotguns for the paper. You get tons of paper. So I try to use either my shotgun or my crossbow, and just use the either the 9mm or the assault rifles as tactical rifles as a last effort, because brass is more precious than the other stuff because you can't find it anywhere. And there isn't a brass mine or tin mine or anything. You can't make brass. So there are mods out there that you can use, make steel casings, which do more damage to your weapons, but we don't have that mod currently installed. So we're just playing with these two mods at the moment. So that's an update of our base for now. Once we complete this, the trenches and everything, and that we'll do a cage match 3. We'll just do a walkthrough of there, and once everything's updated with the garage over there, if we do any remodeling over here, we'll do another base update video. So again, this is Conan from OldGoatGaming. You can subscribe on YouTube or watch on Rumble, and catch you on the next one.